It's an extra short stubby wrench. Has a typical box end, but a crazy open end. Well, that's interesting. Even if you don't need the stubbiness, the open end design gives you multiple angles. This is the tool bench, and today we're going to talk about 1, what's included. Wha-bam! 2, some specs like sizing to give you an idea if it could potentially solve any problems for you. 3, talk about that crazy open end. And we ask some mechanics the question, why would you use a stubby wrench?
These Mueller Coops stubby wrenches, why do I like them so much?
I use them all the time. Favorite wrench set.
It shrunk. Stubby wrenches almost feel like a secret weapon at times.
Why I use stubby wrenches. This stubby wrench comes real handy, getting right there in that gap.
I use it on excavators. I use it on our pump trucks. We ain't got none in here right now because I'm caught up for once. So knock on wood.
On FortisHD.com, this is the 711-100 Mueller Coops combination wrench kit. 10 to 19 millimeters, no skips. So you're getting all 10 sizes in a foam tray.
They come with this nice carrying case, so you can put it straight to your toolbox. See that hardcover top? It's really good, really rugged for your toolbox. Keeps everything neat and organized. Super legit, super good.
The foam you're looking at is about 10 1/8 inches by 7 1/16 inch by 1 1/5 with the biggest wrench. The smallest wrench of the kit measures at roughly 3 3/4 inches in length, with the biggest wrench measuring at 5 3/8 inches. One end is a standard 12-point box end, and the other is their new open end design. So it works like a 12-point design, except it's open, as you can see here when you compare the two. So when would you use stubby wrenches? We asked a bunch of mechanics, and here's some of their answers.
Let me tell you about these Mueller Coops stubby wrenches. Why do I like them so much? You got some tight confines you got to work around. These wrenches come in handy. All right, so we're putting this battery in this unit right here. We can get it at different angles because of the way that the open-ended design is. And look at that, boys. We got plenty of space and we can get plenty of leverage on here. So yeah, I love these things. FortisHD.com, boys. Get it.
Man, down here in Texas, we're not used to this cold stuff. You get a wrench, you go get something to work on, and then you go set it down, you get over here, you do something else, then you come back, and it shrunk. The shrinkage is real. In all seriousness, stubby wrenches almost feel like a secret weapon at times. They're not the first wrench you grab, but when you need one, you need one. Once you broke something loose, you don't want to use a big old wrench and go around, or a big wrench just doesn't fit. Getting some fuel lines off, using a backup. I've even put this on a bolt and then put a pry bar behind it to actually break something loose before. Every tool has its purpose, and a stubby, it is a secret weapon when you finally get one. Go get yourself a pair over at FortisHD.com.
Mueller Coops stubby multi-jawed. Great thing I love about these. I use these every day. One of my favorite set of wrenches. Multiple jaws, multiple angles means pow. You see how sweet that is? You can go that way, offset again, that way. When you're in here and you really need to get into a tight area, you need to get down on something. Boom, front place right there. And you see where this is gonna have to clear that situation right there. And she passes by. You see that? Gets by all those fun situations you don't want to mess with. Comes right over top, right down. But yeah, stubbies is where it's at, baby. Super stubbies. I love these things. These things are so durable. I use them on the daily basis. I use it on excavators. I use it on our pump trucks. We ain't got none in here right now because I'm caught up for once. So knock on wood.
You're working on a skid steer right there. You know, as a field service tech, we use a lot of stubby wrenches. Why I use stubby wrenches? Swapping out a battery. This stubby wrench comes real handy, getting right there in that gap. You know, stubbies shine in like small areas where you can't get a full-size wrench into. You know, full-size wrenches shine in where you got to put more leverage and more torque on things. So with that being said, I usually try to start with the stubbies because it's just easier to maneuver, it's easier to control. You just don't get the torque that you normally get with the bigger wrench. I feel that if I can get close enough to whatever I'm torquing on, I have more control over it. So it's kind of why I didn't choose to swap out the battery with the ratchet, because I would need an extension and stuff like that. So for the most part, the reason why I choose stubbies over, you know, ratchets or full-size wrenches and stuff like that, it's just control. Also, you know, limits the torque that I can put down on the hardware that I'm using, because then I won't strip it, I won't break it.
We like to ask these questions to get more insights for videos like this. So if you're interested, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, or TikTok. Keep a lookout for when we ask these questions, answer the question in a video, and send that video to us. If you don't have social media, you can also email us, media@fortishd.com. Stubby wrenches, great for those tight areas where a regular size wrench just won't fit. Jobs where you need access, not torque. And hey, if you need both, there's also the wrench extender you can put on it. Put an extension on that and boom, access and torque. That's our quick video on the 711-100 and stubby wrenches in general. To pick up this set or other tools, you can buy it on FortisHD.com. Link is in the description. If you like this tool, you'll love this one. If you appreciate tools as much as we do, subscribe to stay in the loop and buy the best at FortisHD.com. We also sell premium rubber tracks.